What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of the Too Savage for Democrats show. My name is Dylan. I am your host, and let's jump into the news. So as most of you guys know, the first debate's coming up, right? We got these debates coming up, which are very important for Donald Trump. This is when Donald Trump has to prove himself for the final time to the American people. Like I've said in past podcasts, he can do the debates, he can do a good job, but and that's an important step in making sure that the voters look at him and give him a chance. But it's also important that he had momentum going into the debates, right? That's very important as well. Romney never did. It's important that he has momentum going into the debates. That's just an important thing. So it's always exciting to see who the debate moderators are going to be. I always look forward to that. But it's really concerning at the same time, because if you have a liberal moderator, you will not have a fair debate. That's just the unfortunate reality of the country that we live in, is if you have a liberal moderator, they will throw softballs at Hillary Clinton and they will launch, really fastballs at Donald Trump and hardballs at Donald Trump. And that's what's unfair about the system, right? Is that it's totally skewed against Republicans. I mean, if you don't think that the system is skewed against Republicans, there's something wrong with you. It absolutely is 100% skewed against Republicans. We come into every single election cycle at a disadvantage. Every single election cycle at a huge disadvantage. We start off at a disadvantage. We have to fight through it and win an election by convincing the people outside of the media, because the media isn't going to help. The media is trying to do what the Democrats need to do, and that is try to convince the people to vote for the Democrats. The Republicans need to come through without the help of the media. All we really have is like Fox News to a small extent. Radio, conservative radio is huge. I don't really hear many liberals on the radio, but conservative radio basically is huge. And also in books. There's a lot of conservative authors. Just the conservative authors, I guess, are better than the liberal ones. Like I don't hear very many good liberal authors. But anyway, that's beside the point. We have to try to get our message out to the American people and persuade people to come vote for conservatives outside of the normal methods. Like, you can't use the media to promote your message because they won't. They'll only promote the Democrats. So the first debate moderator has been announced, and it's Matt Lauer. Now, Matt Lauer is a massive liberal. He is going to be moderating this first debate, and I'm honestly a little bit concerned. I'm a little bit concerned because it's so important. Donald Trump has a tendency to attack, which is fine. That works in some cases. But if he tries to do that in a debate, and if the team, and there's a team, if you don't think there's a team between Hillary Clinton and the liberal media. It's there. It exists, right? This isn't something I'm making up. It exists. And so if Matt Lauer can successfully bait Donald Trump into attacking him and going after him, then that'll give Hillary Clinton a platform to speak her mind. And this is very concerning, ladies and gentlemen, because Hillary Clinton can't fend off attacks from Donald Trump. She just can't do it. He's got way too much on her. The email scandal, Benghazi, all these controversies that have been going on, and he's really good at exposing stuff like that because he's been doing it the entire time with every single candidate. She's got something to worry about. So she's saying, hey, look, Lauer, dog, bait this guy for me so I can do it. And he's like, okay. I mean, the liberal media are basically pawns for the Clinton campaign. They were pawns for the Obama administration as well. It's very pathetic. And it really concerns me to see what happens. But I don't know. I'm just giving you guys the passing the news on to you. You can tell me how you feel about Matt Lauer moderating the first debate down below. And let's move right along because we have a lot to talk about today, and I don't want to waste time talking about the small stuff. So I thought this whole Colin Kaepernick thing was over. I thought that he had realized that what he did was dumb. I thought that he was just going to let it go, but it's clear that he wants attention. It's clear that Colin Kaepernick wants attention, and he will not stop until he gets the attention he wants. And that's the unfortunate thing about a lot of these people, a lot of these attention seekers, is that they'll just keep making what they're doing worse and worse and worse until they get what they want. And they're dumb. Colin Kaepernick is dumb. I mean, there's no argument about it. He's not a very intelligent person. He's anti-American. He should have to find a new country, especially after this. This is just... He has the right to do this, and he has the right to sit down during the pledge and everything like that. But that doesn't make him a good person. He is a horrible, wretched person, and we're going to get into the story and talk about how bad of a person he is. So, as you know, created the controversy, and we thought that was it. Like I said, we thought that was the end of it. I thought that was the end of it. I thought I only had to do one story on Colin Kaepernick, and that was it. You just talk about him a few times in the show, explain that he has the right, and he has the right to do what he did this time, too. But this time it was, in my opinion, worse than sitting down during the national anthem. What he did this time shows that he's not interested in coming up with a solution. He's just interested in exploiting the problem for his own personal benefit. So he was at practice because the season's about to start. I think it's the last week of preseason games. So the season's about to start. So practice is really racking up. People are starting to pay attention. And Colin Kaepernick shows up to practice wearing socks that depict police officers as pigs. All right. This dude is complete and total trash. So police officers are now pigs, all right? Sitting down during the national anthem is one thing. If you see a problem, and that was genuinely his way of protesting, that's fine. What he did then, putting socks on that depict police officers as pigs, make what he did at the beginning with the national anthem look really small. It made that look like it wasn't a big issue, right? Because that was just sitting down during the national anthem. This time, the dude literally has socks on that depict police officers as pigs. And it was tweeted all over the place. People noticed it. My question is, when are the San Francisco 49ers as a team, as a business, right? Because that's what they are. At the end of the day, they need to sell tickets to keep running. I mean, you can't fund a football team if you aren't selling tickets, if no one's coming buying your stuff. It's a business, right? If it's not making a profit, it's going away. Now, I'm not saying that what Colin Kaepernick's doing is going to erase the profit that they're making. I think they're a very successful franchise, especially since they've been doing well the past couple of years. But their main star, Colin Kaepernick, because the quarterback is like the star of the team. The quarterback is the person that everybody looks at. He's the person that takes the field. He's in a way the captain, right? Even if he's not actually the captain, he's in a way the captain because he is the general out there on the field during the offense. And a ton of kids look up to him. That's another thing. A ton of kids look up to him. People come to the 49ers game. People watch the 49ers games on TV. They look up to Colin Kaepernick. There are people around here that look up to Colin Kaepernick, that like Colin Kaepernick, that have his jerseys. And he's setting a horrible example for these people. Just a wretched, horrible example for these people by doing what he's doing. It's horrible. So he's being a piece of trash. But here's my question. When are the 49ers, as a franchise, going to do anything about this? And are they going to do anything about this? And what are they going to do? Because this has a serious chance of harming their organization. If people decide, hey, I don't like what Colin Kaepernick's doing, I'm not going to go to the games anymore, I'm going to start boycotting the games, I'm going to start not buying the apparel. Now, I don't think a lot of people are going to boycott the games over this. I don't think people care enough, to be honest. I mean, it's football. Right? You look past football when it comes to things like this because you don't really care. So I don't think there's going to be like outreach all over the place. But I mean, people boycotting all over the place. But this shows that he never really cared about the problem. The problem that he sat down for during the on Friday, right? The problem he sat down for, he does not care about that. If he really wanted to fix the problem, he would push for police officers and people of the African American community to sit down together and work things out. Figure things out. But no, this wipe has to come out and wear socks that depict cops as kids. That clearly or pigs. That clearly shows he's taking a biased stance against this, and it's not fair. So the San Francisco Police Officers Association sent a letter to the NFL and the San Francisco 49ers Monday denouncing Kaepernick for his, quote, ill-advised statements and, quote, total lack of sensitivity toward police officers. Police unions in San Francisco elsewhere have invited Kaepernick to visit one of their training academies to experience the work of law enforcement officials. You can read the full letter from Kaepernick here, blah, blah, blah. I love that. Like, the police officers are saying, hey, look, you can say whatever you want. We don't appreciate it. Why don't you come up to the one of the police academies and look at the training we go through. I would love them to they do these training exercises. They did this, they took a Black Lives Matter protester off the street and they made him go through this training exercise where it was basically like you have to decide if you pull the trigger or not. So a situation is presented to a police officer, and the police officer at that time is the person who's the Black Lives Matter protester, and they say, hey, shoot your gun if you feel like you should or not. And it's training, right? This isn't even real life. 9 out of 10 times the Black Lives Matter protester pulled the gun and killed the person. 9 out of 10 times. That might not be true, but it was a high number. I haven't seen the video in like a year and a half, so whatever. But anyway, it's ridiculous. It's insane. Absolutely insane. You can probably look up the video. Look up Black Lives Matter police training, shoot or not, on YouTube, and it'll pop up. I guarantee it. Just look it up. It's just, it's so funny. So I would love for them to do that with Kaepernick. He needs to go up there and actually experience what police officers go to. He sits there. The hardest thing he has to do is prep for a game. He doesn't put his life on the line when he goes out to play football. He doesn't know what it's like to walk into a situation and not be prepared for what may happen in that situation. He has no clue. And that's what police officers have to do, and that's what police officers sign up to do every single day. They do that for a living. For a living. They dedicate their lives to serving the people and making that executive decision that, hey, if a situation comes up, I don't know if I'm going to put my life in danger. I'm going to do it anyway. They sign up for that every single day. And then you got people like Colin Kaepernick here, complete disrespect for everybody that just wants to get attention. So that is this guy is just complete trash, but I don't want to spend the whole show talking about him. I really don't. He can do what he wants to do. He's not going to go visit the police academy. He's not going to actually do anything to help the situation. He doesn't care about the situation. All he wants to do is get attention, and that's obvious. And if you don't see that at this point, you're naive. So let's move on with the show. So Donald Trump released his immigration plan yesterday after visiting the president of Mexico, and wow, just absolutely wow. I thought that he did a fantastic job. Now, I was a little worried. Not going to lie, I was a little worried that he was going to slip on this. I thought that he was going to come out with this immigration plan, and I thought he was going to take back a lot of the stuff that he said before, because immigration is really what drove his presidential campaign. But it looked like he did a really good job. So the meeting with the Mexican president was very, very productive, and they talked about a couple of things. Mexico admitted, and the Mexican president admitted, that the United States has a right to build a wall. They didn't talk about who was going to pay for it, but Mexico's going to pay for it. And that's a whole different video, how they're going to pay for it, and I'll make that video maybe another day. And they all agreed that, we need to fix the immigration problem and that we need to renegotiate NAFTA. So Trump goes in there. He's already got what he wants. He's absolutely already got what he wants. He wanted to renegotiate the trade deals, and he wanted to build the wall. He's already got that. Right? That's the thing that he needed permission from. So Trump has a 10-step plan. I'm just going to briefly read over the 10-step plan because I honestly think it was amazing. So step 1, obviously build a wall that Mexico pays for and have technology security on the border as well as enforcement on the border, border control, stuff like that. There's a fly in the studio right now, as well as that. So basically, build the wall. He wants above and below sensors so we can see when people are coming over. He wants towers, surveillance, and manpower. Great plan. Step 2, he wants to end the catch and release program, which is basically where Obama would send people out, they would catch the illegal aliens, and then release them back into society, which is, again, stupid. We don't want to do that, right? We don't want to do that at all. Number 3, he wants to have zero tolerance for illegal immigrants. Absolutely no tolerance for illegal immigrants, which I think is amazing. And he wants to urge Congress to pass Kate's Law, which Bill O'Reilly's been hounding about that forever. And that's to get rid of the funding for sanctuary cities, because that's how Kate Steinle was killed, because that illegal alien was able to get back into the country 5 different times. So he wants to get rid of that as well. Again, so far, this is really good, guys. Like, if you don't think this is amazing, like, you're stupid. Number 4, increase border patrol and ICE. Again, fantastic. Right now, Obama isn't even, you could go talk to the people at the border. There have been many people that have gone down there, talked to the people at the border. They say Obama won't let them do their job. Obama literally prevents them from doing their job, and they are against that so much. And so Trump is going to say, forget it. You can do your job. Do your job. We're going to lay off. Do your job. And we're going to improve and expand ICE, because that's good as well. 5th, reverse executive orders and amnesties Obama has signed into law, because you can get rid of those. Most of them are unconstitutional. We shouldn't be giving amnesty to illegal aliens, so we're going to reverse that. Number 6, suspend visas to countries without adequate screening in place. Again, guys, it's like he's turning everything around. This started off as the Muslim ban, the controversial Muslim ban. He's turning that around completely. Now, suspend visas to countries without adequate screening. That's genius. So now he's picking areas in the world that don't have adequate screening, and he's saying until that screening is improved, no one's coming over here on a visa. And that is genius. Let's move over. Number 7, make sure that countries that take illegal aliens back, if we catch them here. So if we catch an illegal alien from Mexico here, Mexico has to take them back, or from any other country, because the Supreme Court passed a law, a lot of people don't know this, where basically if the country refuses to take them back, then we have to keep them, which is total BS, right? That is just nonsense. And that's just a way for Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama to be like, oh, they're not taking them back, we're keeping them now. So Trump wants to get rid of that. Number 8, biometric entry-exit visa program to track who comes in and who comes out. And this was a big thing that Chris Christie was pushing for when he was running for president. So now Donald Trump's maybe listening to Chris Christie, listening to some other people, because that's a great idea. I really like that. Number 9, called for E-Verify and block illegal aliens from getting access to government benefits. So that's already driving down the incentive for them to come over here in the first place. And then finally, number 10, immigration plan will serve the American people first and not the people from other countries. So a nationalist immigration program, which is something that I've wanted for a while, which is something that a lot of people have wanted, and I think that's amazing. So just get out of the way right now, ladies and gentlemen, your concern of Donald Trump, going back on any of the immigration policies he supported. It seemed like he even upped them in this speech. He's going more into what he wants, and it's fantastic. I am so happy. I'm actually proud of Donald Trump. It's making me proud that we have someone in this country that's willing to run for president, put aside a $1 billion business, run for president, and help to actually fix the country. This is a great plan, ladies and gentlemen, and I am happy. And I think this is going to help Donald Trump immensely in the election. But we'll see going forward. Hey, comment down below the video. Tell me what you think. Do you like this immigration plan? Do you think it's good? Do you not think it's good? But yeah, that's the immigration plan. Got it out of the way quickly. Didn't want to waste a long chunk of the show just reading off numbers, like that. So, but anyway, let's continue with the show because we have a lot more news to cover today. Whew, guys, we rushed through that last segment right there. I just want to get that plan out of the way because that's the one that's going up to my YouTube channel. So I wanted to make sure I got that out in a short video. Just get that out. But anyway, another story here from Breitbart. Mexico's angry at president's, quote, humiliating meeting with Trump. So apparently the Mexican people are not too happy about Donald Trump going over there and basically just being a complete and total alpha male, taking control of the whole situation, and they're not happy with that. So here I'm reading Mexico City AP. Mexico's president was savaged on social media and in political circles following his joint press conference Wednesday with Donald Trump. Many seeing a national humiliation in his welcoming of a man who was basically called, again, of course, migrants as rapists and criminals. President Enrique Peña Nieto, I can't pronounce that, said Mexicans felt aggravated and he had disagreements with the Republican presidential candidate, but he never did what people wanted most, demand Trump apologize. Adding to the anger in the press conference, Trump repeated his promise to build a border wall between the countries. Trump can leave at ease now. The humiliation was complete. Televisa News anchor Carlos Loret de Mola tweeted after lamenting that Trump would dare to reiterate his intention to build a wall in our face and home. Shut up, you idiot. This guy's an idiot. Of course we can build a wall. By the way, Congress has already approved the wall. It's completely legal for us to build a wall, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of people don't realize that. Congress has already approved the wall. It's completely, 100% totally legal for us to build the wall. But they don't want the wall. It's just the only thing is the funding, and that's what's going to come from Mexico. Mexico's going to pay for the wall. By the way, we're going to do a video this weekend about how Mexico is going to pay for the wall and how Donald Trump is going to get Mexico to pay for the wall, because it's very interesting on how he's going to do it. But they're pissed. I mean, these people in Mexico are irritated that Donald Trump would dare. Like, okay, first of all, the Mexican president is the leader of the country, okay? He has to welcome people who might be, I mean, he might have to deal with Donald Trump for the next 8 years. All right? He needs to make sure that they're on good footing. And that's just a logical position to take. Now, obviously, he has disagreements with Donald Trump, but he didn't want to go out there and just destroy him and be an ass, right? He's just being logical. So the Mexican president, they're mad at him for doing what he did. I thought it was a great press conference. I watched it when it happened, and then I watched it again, a little video on YouTube, and I just think the whole thing is great. I thought the press conference was really good. I thought they got a lot done. Donald Trump obviously kept the positions he had before, but that's not the president of Mexico's fault. That's just the fact that he isn't going to change his mind because that's what's gotten him so far in the election. I mean, what kind of idiot would change his mind? Don't blame the Mexican president for Donald Trump not changing his mind. That's stupid. But I just want to talk. Donald Trump did such a great job yesterday. And this is the type of thing. I mean, Hillary Clinton didn't go. Hillary Clinton did not go to this event to meet with the Mexican president. Donald Trump went. Hillary Clinton didn't go. So now Donald Trump looks more professional. Donald Trump had a chance to look like a professional yesterday. I mean, he did a fantastic job. If you don't support Donald Trump after seeing him go over there and represent the country so well, then I don't know what is wrong with you. I mean, Donald Trump did a fantastic job yesterday. Hats off to Donald Trump for that performance. I am so happy that he did that because it was about time that we have somebody that goes over there and represents what's best for the American people. My favorite part of this immigration plan is step number 10. The immigration plan will serve the American people first, not the people from other countries. That's nationalism at its core right there. And not the nationalism Hitler supported. That was National Socialism. This is nationalism. I am a libertarian nationalist. I think the American people should go first. We have been serving the people of other countries first since President Obama took office, even when George Bush was president, and it's not fair. Jobs are being outsourced. We're bringing refugees into the country, and we can't afford to bring them into the country. Donald Trump is the savior that we need right now. Like it was such a fantastic speech. And this is exactly what we need. We need to put the American people first. I am sick and tired of seeing our government and our leaders in government. I don't know about you, but I am. Sick of seeing them bring in refugees, outsource jobs, and do all this bull crap that's not good for the American people. It's only good for the people of other countries. It's good for Hillary Clinton and the Clinton Foundation. It's not good for us. We have got an unemployment rate that's skyrocketing right now, even though the government's trying to keep the numbers down, but that's just so President Obama looks good. But the unemployment rate's skyrocketing right now because we just have jobs that are leaving the country. Remember, Obama took off and said no money from the stimulus package was going to go to jobs being outsourced. Well, there was a company in North Carolina, got money from the stimulus package, outsourced jobs. It's sickening to watch. We need to not only make America great again, we need to make America great again. But the way to do that is not to put other people first. Is put our country first. And that's absolutely what we have to do, ladies and gentlemen. That is absolutely what we have to do. So I am urging you guys, we're going to end the show right now because I am urging you guys, ladies and gentlemen, if you have not seen that speech from Donald Trump, check it out and tell me that it isn't amazing because God, it was just so good. Look at the press conference he gave and then look at his immigration policy and tell me that isn't the best thing you have seen. Like, it is just so fantastic. Anyway, that is it for the show today, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoyed trying to kill this mosquito, don't forget to like and share so you don't miss out on any more videos. I will catch up with you guys later, and don't forget to go subscribe to Trigger Talk on YouTube. It is the new account that Hunter Avalone and I have started. Make sure you subscribe to that. Make sure you subscribe to my main channel at Dylan's Daily Show. You can follow me on social media. And if you want to donate to the show, I would greatly appreciate it. I'll put the link to my PayPal below. Again, voluntary donation, but if you would like to donate, you can do that down below. I would greatly appreciate it. Thanks, everybody, for tuning into the show today. I will catch up with you guys next time. Bye-bye.